We gon' blow your own mind. When I was back home washing them dishes, I was just wishing I could just vision. I was gon' get it, I was on missions, I was just living. Walked in that building, we was just building, taking our time. We was just yielding, we was just chilling. Away from these haters, know they be watching like a theater. Yeah. Plotting these niggas that we need later. They gon' degrade us, it won't delay us. This is what made us. We got Omega, probably roll. Probably just leave. I see you later. I salute Wake, cop a new crib, got some new neighbors. You get this big, they gon' want favors, they gon' want flavors. Probably roll. Hope the Lord save us, wait from these haters. Hope the Lord save us, wait from these snakes, wait from these fakes. Wait, I need breaks, wait, I need cake. How long can we wait? Come on, better not be the one to doubt us. Cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The biggest challenge for these teams here may be dealing with the weather. Rain is falling, the field is slick, and it's not going to get any better as the game goes on. It'll be messy out there. It's the Lions going up against the Giants. So, for the call of this Week 11 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentary team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. Pretty straight.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they've got a full half season since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Manuel. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Here's Manuel. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. To throw on second down is Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And a short gain there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Landon Collins is built like your typical tackle-first safety, but he does have the ability to play the deep part of the field.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. And some room to maneuver.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
New York set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Mason. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Trey Mason with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
It's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams that say, well, worry about running it because we throw it all the time.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Olivier Vernon, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. And you as a former defender should know that the referees are watching this closely, defensive holder.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys. But in this case, they were strict with the rule.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. This one complete to Devin Funchess. The 30, 20. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Now Stafford on 3rd, and he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Manuel. And his throw here's incomplete. He was in search of the tight end, Troy Nicholas. And it's 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Manuel. It's caught. Shepard. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And look at this. It's a fake. And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school. I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Back to throw, Stafford. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Stafford. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. To throw is Stafford. He's got time in the pocket. Caught right side, Tate. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. On 4th down, Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
A well-executed screen play make them think that they could just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So they're operating in the red zone. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Manuel. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Trey Mason. And it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Look at the time. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Troy Nicholas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them...
And oh, it's blocked. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And
that's caught inside the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So this is where a defense can really pin back its ears, bring it all, sell out to stop the run this time. It'll earn them 2 points.
They definitely guessed right here. A run blitz all the way, and that's a bad feeling for a running back when he knows he's got to at least get it over the goal line. But all he sees are opposing jerseys.
They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And that is incomplete. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the third quarter. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
So many times during the course of a game, Brandon, the special teams actually helps out their offense. Not in this case. They did them 0 favors with that return.
We get a look now at the Giants' defense as they file into position. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Again, they run with Gurley. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They come out here in the eye. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd gone to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds. All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game. And if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
And Tate's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
On second down, here's Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So 2nd and 10 here. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Manuel. Wide open receiver, complete. So the flag is for the very rare illegal forward pass penalty.
Not often that a quarterback forgets where the line of scrimmage is. They have an innate sense about it. On this play, the quarterback did.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Easy. Check 26. Check it out.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. On the toss, it's Gurley. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Back to throw. Stafford dumps it off to Gurley. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. 3rd and 2, Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It only took Stafford 90 games to hit 25,000 yards in his career, fastest ever, and he adds to that yardage total there.
I'm not sure anyone in the league has a more confident arm than Matthew Stafford does. He can wait until they're actually open before delivering as opposed to anticipating them being open because of the strength of his arm, and he doesn't mind showing it off.
And this one is incomplete.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. And on the ground they go with a running back. And his first carry, he loses the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's Manuel. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that load in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
Fielded at about the 28. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it 2nd down. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now Manuel. A dump off for Mason. He showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So similar to last week, same story here. The number's not good again, and occasionally I'm watching him on these routes. They've got 1, sometimes 2 guys just draped all over.
I think they've got to figure out a way to get him a little bit of distance, get him some space, because as a space player, he's as agile as your normal slot back or your running back. Just get him out there. Give him a chance to run some one-on-one routes. He's really just a wide receiver playing tight end. Give him that opportunity. He hasn't been able to get that done in the last 2 weeks, though.
Trying it, but this one sails wide by a whisker.
And, Brandon, pro football's a game of inches in more ways than one. That one looked good the whole way. But it's agony on one sideline, celebration on the other.
Stafford going to throw it. He's got time. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long...
Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down following the run. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that plan any down.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First and goal, defense. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
So they're going to go for 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
We got 4. We got 4. Set, lady. 56, the mic, boys, 56.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second and very short here, less than a yard.
4 down, check. Run.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. They've reached their goal already of winning 9 games. Now I think it's time to set some new goals.
I agree with you totally. It seems to me that they sold themselves just a little bit short when every season begins.